My dear students, as we are discussing about advertisement, now we have to discuss about the different sources of advertisement. That what kind of different sources we can use for advertising our ad in any particular media. So there are different kind of media are using for advertisement. It can be newspapers, it can be the professional magazine, it can be the direct mail, it can be a radio and televisions, and there are so many other sources. So let's discuss different sources of recruitment, keeping in view their advantages and disadvantages. First of all, type of medium which we are using is the newspaper. This is the most common medium for advertising. So, but there are some advantages of newspapers and there are some disadvantages as well. So let's discuss first the advantages. The first advantage is that it has a short deadlines. You are giving the deadlines which are short and it would push people to apply for the job. So it has a short deadline. Second, there has a flexibility for the advertisement size. You can give a very smaller ad and you can a bigger ad on a full page of a newspaper. Number third benefit or advantage is the circulation. The circulation concentrated in a specific geographic areas. For example, there are number of a daily newspaper in Pakistan, and some newspaper are published from Lahore, some from Gujranwala, some from Faisalabad, some from Rawalpindi, some from Karachi, some from Quetta, and some from Peshawar. So you can give ad keeping in view your geographic location. Number 4, classified selection well organized for easy access to the active job seekers. You know, on the Sunday newspaper, there are a lot of advertisement by number of companies. So active job seekers are used to purchase a newspaper on Sunday, and they are used to go through all the advertisement given by different newspaper, given by different organizations. So active job seekers are very much attracted towards advertisement in the newspapers. And if they would be attracted, they would apply for positions in your organization as well. And number 5th advantage is the corporate branding opportunities. The advertisement in the newspaper are very good corporate branding opportunities. Nowadays, most of the companies are not given ad even for the job. They are just given ad to promote and build their corporate image as an organization. There are some disadvantages of the newspaper advertisement. What are those disadvantages? Let's discuss. Number 1, easy for prospects to ignore. You know, in newspaper, there are a number of advertisements and maybe number of applicants would ignore your advertisement as well. So it is easy for prospects to ignore your advertisement. Number 2, a considerable competitive culture. You know, there are a number of ads, and because of a number of ads, people may compete for similar kind of the position. So you may face considerable competitive culture in the newspaper. And number 3, sometimes circulations are not specialized, and you must pay for a great amount for unwanted readers. You know, there are a number of readers for your advertisement, and those readers are really not interested for your job. They may be the entrepreneur, they may be already doing the job in some other companies, they can be the businessman, they can be the general community. So you are paying for the unwanted readers as well. And number 4, which is quite unfortunate, that they have a poor printing quality, that their printing quality is not good. So other than newspaper, there is another very important media which is called as a professional magazines. Magazines include readers, it can be Economist, it can be the Time magazine, etc. So advantages, a specialized magazine reach pinpointed occupation categories, and then it has also advertisement size flexibility. But in contrast to the newspaper, their printing quality is very high. They are used very good paper for publishing of the magazine. And number 4, they have a very prestigious editorial environment, because magazines need to be read by very professional people. So they have a prestigious editorial environment, and it give and boosts the image of your company as an organization. And number 5, it has a long life. The magazines has a long life as compared to the newspaper. Newspaper may be thrown in evening, even after 3-4 hours of its reading. But magazines are used to keep by the organization and people in their bookshelf. So it has a long life, and prospects keep magazines and reread them later as well. What is a disadvantage? A major disadvantage, a wide geographic circulation. It can be published all over the world sometimes. For example, if you are giving ad in the Time magazine is a worldwide magazine, and your ad can go to the worldwide. It can be a disadvantage sometimes that you are focusing on a specific area and it is going to the very wider area. Number two, long lead time for ad placement. It has a long time for the ad placement, and it may cost you more as compared to the advertisement in the newspaper. Another very common type of medium which is used for advertisement, that is the direct mail. You develop a very beautiful advertisement, very attractive advertisement, and then you can send it to the personal addresses. So it is an advantage. Unlimited number of formats and amount of space is very unlimited as well. So you can give bigger ads, you can make different kind of format, you can use different kind of colors and formats. So it is an advantage. Names can be selected by geographical area. It can be selected based on the professional skills. It can be selected based on the demographics variables and permitting precise targeting. So the best thing in the direct mail that it provides more targeted audience. There are some disadvantages of the direct mail. What are the disadvantages? Difficult to find mailing list of prospects by occupation at home address. Such kind of lists are not much commonly available. And if such kind of lists are available, these lists are very expensive. So you may need to spend more money to purchase such kind of lists from a professional companies who are used to maintain such kind of a professional list. So it can be expensive. And number two, cost of reaching in such way, the cost of reaching each prospect would be very high. So you need to keep advantages and disadvantages in mind, and you have to select the appropriate source of advertisement. So in conclusion, whatever source of advertisement you are using, you have to critically analyze its advantages and disadvantages, keeping in view your own situation, and which one source is appropriate for you, better to use only that particular source.